Morning, Joe. Hey, Larry. You ready to get to work? You know it. Alright, let's see. Oh, my! All rise. The Honorable Judge Clark presiding. You may be seated. Now, we are all here today because a man has been murdered. Murder! Oh my gosh, she said murder! Murder! Oh my gosh, she said murder! Hold up! Tom? Yes, Your Honor? Where's my gavel? Your what, sir? You know, the hammer thing. Do you know what happened to it? Oh my gosh! Spider! Spider! Oh my gosh! Spider! Oh. Ah, shoot. I haven't the faintest idea, sir. Here, you can use mine. Oh, thanks. Order! Oh, wow. That really worked. Anyway, on to other business. Prosecution, you may present your opening argument.
Thank you, Your Honor. Members of the jury.
Is he talking to us? Yeah, we're the jury. Okay.
2 weeks ago, a man named Devin Frost froze to death, locked inside of a freezer of a restaurant that he worked in. How did this happen, you wonder? Well, there can be only one conclusion. The defendant, Willie Freeman, murdered him. Why? Why, you ask? Well, you'll just have to wait and find out.
Thank you. In defense, you can present your opening statements. Members of the jury. Willie Freeman's an honorable guy. Therefore, he wouldn't kill anybody. That's why I hope you find him not guilty. Prosecution, you may call your first witness. The prosecution calls Officer Cricket to the stand. What happened to the other guy? Oh, he had to go. Should we wait for him? No, there's no need to do that. Well, do you want to ask the witness any questions? Nope. I'll let the defense have at it. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Yes, sir. You may be seated. Could you please state your name for the record? Officer Jim Cricket. So were you the ranking officer at the scene of the crime? Yes, sir, I was. Could you please tell us about the scene of the crime when you found it? Sure thing. So, when I got there, 2 of my officers were already at the scene. They were questioning witnesses and examining the scene. There was a dead body in the freezer. Apparently, he'd been locked in there all night. No one had seen who done it. So, thank you. No further questions, Your Honor. Prosecution, please call your next witness to the stand. The prosecution calls... what's his name? Oh, Mr. Lou Contralto to the stand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Yes, I do. Oh, no. I'm sorry, what was that? I said, yes, I do. No. Oh, sorry. I have a bad cough. Alright, you may be seated. Could you please state your name for the record? Mr. Lou Contralto. And what do you do for a living, Mr. Contralto? Well, you see, I own a couple of laundromats around town here, and I also on occasion loan people some money. And do you know the victim, Mr. Frost? Actually, I do. I happened to loan him some money once, but he didn't pay me back, the fool. And do you know the defendant, Mr. Freeman? Not really. Frost mentioned him once, said he was his boss or something. Thank you. No further questions, Your Honor. Defense, call your first witness. The defense calls Mr. CJ to the stand. Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
You can't handle the truth! Ah!
Defense, please call a different witness. The defense calls Dr. T.J. Berger to the stand. Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Yipper. Alright, you may be seated. Could you please state your name for the record? Dr. T.J. Berger. And what do you do for a living, doctor? I'm a doctor. You were the head doctor at the scene, right? Yep. And what'd you find when you got there? Well, there was a dead body in the freezer. Was he dead? Yeah. And what was the cause of death? Well, he froze to death. And did you suspect any foul play? If you mean other than the fact that he was locked in the freezer, then no. Thank you. No further questions. Alright, defense, call your next witness. The defense calls Mr. Willie Freeman to the stand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Yes, sir. Alright, you may be seated. Could you please state your name for the record? Willie B. Freeman. And what do you do for a living, Mr. Freeman? I'm the manager at a restaurant. And did you know the victim, Devin Frost? Yeah, he worked for me. Did you kill him? No, why would I do that? He was such a great employee. Well, who do you think killed him? Objection. I object to your objection. Well, I object to your objection of my objection. Well, I object to your objection of my objection of your objection. Well, I object to your objection. Is this how a normal trial is supposed to work? Your objection of my objection. I wish. I object to your objection. Order! 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 Defense, do you have any other questions? No, Your Honor. The defense rests its case. Very well. It's time for closing statements. I say he did it. I say he didn't do it. Alright then. Well, I guess we'll just let the jury deliberate.
The jury has found the defendant not guilty.
Oh yeah, let's go.